and this is Making Food with Rob, a return to a new kitchen, with your host, me, Rob. Well, here we are, back by demand of approximately 4 people. After racking up hundreds of views in my last video, I finally decided to give up on my business career and get down to business in the kitchen.
Dad, I'm not mowing the lawn anymore.
When I filmed my last video, I was just a cooking prodigy. I was just a talented man. I was just a man. I was a bored millennial who'd recently lost his job and needed a new way to fill his day that didn't involve binge-watching Gilmore Girls and arguing with the elderly on Nextdoor. Now look at me. I have a phone stand, so I can do this.
I've also moved into a new kitchen.
Unfortunately, the owners of this house did not account for the fact that
Camera's to your left, Rob.
there are also spiders in this house.
Too many spiders.
Now that we've got that stuff out of the way, let's get to making food. I hope you've got a sweet tooth because today we're making brownies. I lost the note card with the baking directions on it, so we're just gonna have to wing it. To start, we're gonna preheat the oven to, let's say, 350. Better make it 400. Don't want salmonella? Let's call it an even 500. Rob's brownish food dessert recipe politely calls for
A half cup of butter, 2 eggs, vanilla extract, salt, unsweetened cocoa powder, white sugar, baking powder.
As you'll recall from the ingredients list, I don't have cocoa powder, baking powder, or sugar, so we'll just have to improvise. For the sugar, I've heard of people baking with applesauce before, so we'll just toss a cup of that in. Everybody loves sea salt caramel, so instead of cocoa powder, we'll just use some Werther's. And for the baking powder, we'll just use some salt, since it looks exactly the same. Now we're gonna take all of these ingredients and mix them together in a bowl. It's time to put this in the oven. Be sure to open the oven door at least once every 30 seconds to make sure nothing is burning. And don't forget to set a timer. It's an elephant. Alright then, it's time to get our brownies out of the oven. Eat your heart out, Betty Crocker.